meeting on Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. If we can, let's open up 1.01 with a moment of silence. Thank you. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Parker.
Here.
Mrs. Barwig.
Present.
Mr. Vasquez.
Here. If we can also stand now for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to have our mission and vision statement recited by the students from the Old West End Academy.
We provide innovative educational opportunities that ensure each student is prepared for their future. We empower each and every student to lead and live a purpose-driven life.
Amazing. I'd like to request a motion to adopt the October 24th, 2023 board agenda. So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Vasquez and seconded by Mrs. Varwig. Any discussion? If not, Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Parker.
Yes.
Mrs. Barwig.
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez.
Yes. At this time, we have Section 2 presentations, and I'll turn it over to Mrs. Mason.
Good evening and thank you. We are going to start with a very special presentation. We have a fall graduate with us here tonight, Mr. Rory Behringer. He is now a proud Woodward polar bear. He is not only a very proud boxer, but he is enrolled in barber school, and his dream is to own his own gym, and he is now a 2023 member of the class from Woodward High School, and we'd like him to come forward so Dr. Durant can present him with his diploma.
Miss Major, do you mind calling his name? And he's gonna walk through the door, and we're gonna do it official. Oh yeah, Miss Granger, wait for your name call. Here we go. You ready? It's on you, Miss Major.
Our next graduate from the class of 2023 from Woodward High School, Mr. Roy Behringer.
You want to shake your hand first? You want to do it? You know what, Barry? We can do it back here.
Okay, for our first special presentation tonight, we're going to talk everything STEM. Tonight we have representatives from two of our STEM academies with us. Chase STEM Academy, which was the first designated STEM school in the district, and Hawkins STEM Academy, the most recent school to earn the highly acclaimed STEM designation from the state of Ohio. Dr. Allen is here with several of her teachers and students from Chase, Timothy Hampton and, I don't want to say this wrong, Denasia Hines. But Dr. Allen is going to start and introduce what's going on at Chase.
Good evening, and I do want to, recognize our team here. We have Mrs. Uhas, who's our school counselor, and then also Mrs. Erin Riley, who's the 6th grade educator at Chase STEM Academy. And we're going to start out with our first video, which is going to introduce one of our PBLs that we're going to highlight this evening, which is our kindness room.
I think one of the things that would make Chase STEM Academy unique is we are a small TPS school. So we really get to know our students and our staff. It's not uncommon for me every day to be walking down the hall and I can see almost every 2nd grade through 8th grader throughout the day and greet them by name, give them a hug, a handshake, a high five.
I think Chase means to me just, it's a family. I've got my family at home, but I always look forward to coming here, and it's somewhere where I want to be, and our coworkers are a family, the students are a family, just the whole school. We're a small school, but we're really a close-knit family.
Well, what I love most is how all of my colleagues have embraced the whole child. And that means addressing their social emotional needs, but also their academic needs as well. And so we take care of the child here, the whole child here, but we also embrace their families as well. It's not unusual for family members to come to the building and need some support, that we have to reach out to our community partners or to other agencies within the community, because they know that we take care of their scholar while they're here, and we'll also take care of them as well. Just the enthusiasm and zeal that our teachers have for teaching, and that our students still have, that when they come through the doors every morning, that as we celebrate them every morning, they are ready for another day. They are ready to learn. We had the first kindness room in Toledo Public Schools, and how that all came about because of a project-based learning experience with our 6th graders. And so we're really excited to reveal the room and to really get classrooms in here so they can begin demonstrating acts of kindness throughout the building and also throughout the community.
Chase STEM Academy is an opportunity to work with young people. And so for me, I really love what I do. Chase STEM Academy provides an opportunity for me to develop relationships with young people, hopefully to have a positive impact on them while they're here and when they leave.
What gives me the most pride about being part of Chase STEM Academy are the relationships that I have formed over the years. I have had the privilege to serve currently students of my former students, so it's been neat to come full circle and actually watch the families grow together as current students and former students.
I love the kids. I've been here for 9 years now, and I've had siblings of siblings, and I've really gotten to know the families and make connections with the parents, and it just really feels like a home community. And so the kids, they're the most important part.
At our building, we just try to provide the best we can for our students. We look for a lot of outside resources, whether it be sending food bags home with our kids once or twice a week, uniforms for them, school supplies, backpacks. We get a lot of community involvement and organizations who donate to our building to help out. At Christmas time, we try to make sure all of our students receive, something at Christmas time. So we just really try to make sure we involve a lot of our community members and make sure our students have what they need. I put a lot of effort into this is how I want my own kids to be taught. So whatever I'm doing in my classroom, I would want that for my own children. And so I really take pride in what I do, and hopefully that I'm providing the best education that I can for the students here at Chase.
I am Dr. Roxanne Allen,
Tara Urbani,
Abby Mazinko,
Juanita Thomas,
Shelly Uhas, and I'm TPS proud.
two of my scholars who will now talk to you a little bit about our kindness room. We have Denasia Hines and Timothy Hampton.
This is the engineering design process that we use to create our PBL. Ask.
We recognize the need of more kindness in our Chase family.
Being mean, we recognize people being mean in the hallway,
Inappropriate words.
and judging others.
Driving question, how can we spread more kindness through our Chase community? Imagine.
We brainstorm possible solutions.
Listening with empathy, appreciation station, kindness posters to spark motivation. 6th grade speakers to visit classroom with kindness bags to make kindness posters. Plan.
Miss Sam came to speak about Lucan and the Lucan T. Boyle campaign for kindness.
We plan to start a campaign at Chase STEM Academy.
Action step 1, Valentine's Day card and candy station. Create.
We planned the Valentine's card and candy sale.
Gathered and organized materials.
Signed up 6th grader volunteers to help.
Set up the Valentine's station.
Carried out the sale.
Improve and test. We discussed what worked and what we could do better.
We made a few changes to the sale. Celebrate our success. We sold over 200 Valentine's Day cards.
Share.
Success. We had a very successful sale. We voted to use our earnings to make kindness t-shirts to serve as a reminder of our mission.
Back to the driving board.
Ask.
Back to our driving question. How can we spread kindness through our Chase family?
We decided we could spread more kindness by including the whole building. Plan.
We decided to present our kindness mission to other classes.
We asked other classes if they would like to participate. We delegated speakers and roles. Create.
We worked together to create a presentation.
We practiced our speech. We organized and prepared materials.
Test.
We practiced our presentation in front of our peers.
We provided feedback to improve our delivery.
Share.
We presented our kindness goal to other students and staffs.
We stand on purpose and ask for their help.
Other classes agreed to help us make kindness posters. Create.
Classes were given kindness bags with supplies to make posters. We collected the posters as they were finished. Share.
We framed and hung up all of the posters that other classes made. The kindness posters have been shared with the whole school.
This motivated everyone to be more kind. Miss Sam revealed to us the Luca T. Boyle Kindness Campaign was gifting us a kindness room.
Ask.
How can we best utilize the kindness room? Create.
We decided to make kindness t-shirts. Sixth graders submitted and designed.
A vote was taken. A winner was chosen. We made our own t-shirts. Imagine.
We brainstormed ways to prepare the room for Miss Sam and Mrs. Boyle.
We cleaned the room. Create.
We worked together to decorate the hallway and create interactive bulletin boards. Share.
A press release was sent out. Channel 13 came to film our story. We were able to share our story with the community. We also invited the 3rd grade class to join us for our kindness room reveal.
We are so proud of being the first TPS school to have a kindness room.
Share.
was awesome. Thank you.
Excuse me, Ms. Mazur, if we could comment now while they're still here, please, greatly appreciate that. Mr. Vasquez.
I wanted to comment now because there's a couple of things that I see going on. And this is for the teachers and counselors and students. When you started off, you were a little anxious, but boy, did your confidence build as you went along. And I'm really glad, Dr. Durant, that we provide these opportunities for the students to come, because by the time that you both finished, your confidence was right there, right where it should be. Because when you're presenting to us, we're just people. You know, we present the same way when we're doing things. We do the PowerPoint and we do the same thing. The other thing I wanted to say was that right now, I think kindness to me is one of the most important things there is. In the state of the world, that we're in, community, the city, we just can't talk about or practice kindness enough. And that's really, really important to me. And so I really appreciate everything that you're doing. And obviously, you know, sign these pledges to spread kindness. So it's very important. And I want to thank the teachers, principal, everybody for doing this, because it's a really important mission. So thank you very much.
Ms. Barwick.
Thank you. I would also echo what Mr. Vasquez says. I think it's fabulous anytime that we are able to have students come and present to the board. We don't get it very often, so it's really exciting when we do, and you should be very proud of yourselves. It's not easy, especially being a student your age, coming here in front of adults that you don't know. And presenting, so I applaud your efforts. I could have never done it at your age. What I heard from the presentation were the words love, relationships, families, connections, ask, imagine, plan, create, test, share, kindness station, and goals. Those are wonderful words. Thank you for sharing them with us tonight. And I'm so proud that Chase STEM Academy is the first kindness room school. Thanks for being here.
To carry on with my colleagues and what they said, you guys did an amazing job, Denasia and Timothy, and you stood and you presented, and you really painted the picture of how awesome it is at Chase STEM Academy and the kindness room. And like Mr. Vasquez said, and I agree, we're living in challenging times, and so it's wonderful that there's some light in the midst of the challenge. You guys are too young, but there was a guy named Stevie Wonder, and he sung a song that love's in need of love today, and you guys through the kindness room are showing that compassion and that love. So thank you so much for being here. I know you were nervous in the beginning, but you rocked it in the end, and so you guys are amazing. Thank you. And to Dr. Allen and your staff, thank you so much for being that light to help them reach these level need goals, because that's what we need today. Thank you. Ms. Mazur, I'm sorry. Can we take a picture as well? I mean, we just gonna do all of this.
Do you want to do that now, or do you want to see Ms. Winfield's presentation?
No, let's do it all at once.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Winfield, you want to come forward? Yes.
Good afternoon. I am Avita Zane Winfield. I am the principal of the fourth accredited STEM school for Toledo Public Schools. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm here by myself today because my students are presenting the information that I'm giving you today at the Toledo Zoo. We had the pleasure of participating with one of our partners to the Toledo Zoo Bio Blitz Challenge.
At Hawkins STEM Academy, we have a STEM identity, and that is that we are in sync with nature. And one of our community partners is the Toledo Zoo. So they asked us to be a part of Project Prairie, which is a program that is across Northwest Ohio. And the zoo comes out and installs prairies on our campuses, and our students use that as a learning lab. Our students and teachers are working to observe and take photographs of everything that they see, all of the living organisms, and they will identify the species. They will upload those pictures to the iNaturalist website where scientists will confirm or modify the observations.
There's like a lot of flowers, and we get to see like a lot of bugs and butterflies and stuff.
I see birds, grasshoppers, ladybugs, and spiders. So we're doing a project about birds to see what kind of birds are around our prairie and around our school.
The thing I like about the prairie is learning new stuff, and when I was in second grade, when I was planting it, I was having a lot of fun working with the plants and the animals that I'm learning about.
So what we do is we come out here, select a new species of plant, find, count all the numbers of species of plant, and we check the temperature of the soil, find new species, and stuff like that.
My favorite part of the prairie is learning about different insects that are in the prairie. I've seen woolly bears, crickets, grasshoppers, worms.
They're looking at flower colors and the native birds that we see. They're looking at which insects are most prevalent in our prairie, looking at surface and soil temperatures. So all of our students with these projects are contributing valuable scientific observations and data, and it's also just fun.
We are Hawkins STEM Academy. We are TPS proud.
So as you can see, our competition was a huge success. In this competition, we were able to photograph and share with scientists all across the world of plants and species that our students found in our prairie, located right on the grounds of Hawkins STEM Academy. The students have discovered 79 species of plants, 87 species of insects, 1 amphibian, 6 species of birds, 3 different mammal species, and 2 types of worms. That was a total of 179 species that our students found. And I am proud to say, out of 35 prairies across Northwest Ohio, Hawkins STEM came in first place with a total of 1,397 pictures uploaded by our students. And just to see a little graph, as you can see, that was the landmark. So we were competing with Perrysburg and Maumee and Austin, Toledo Zoo, a college campus too, Lords, all across Northwest Ohio. So I'm gonna just kind of turn it around. Thank you.
Mr. Vasquez.
This is wonderful. I work at the Toledo Zoo and have been a part of establishing the Prairie program almost from its beginning. And tonight just makes me so proud that I'm a part of 2 wonderful institutions, Toledo Public Schools and the Toledo Zoo. So I really welcome everything that you're doing. It is exciting. Once they get you the hook, you're really hooked. I know I'm hooked on all the conservation and things that we're doing. So I'm really excited for all of us. Thank you.
Well, first of all, congratulations. It's really exciting on both fronts. First, STEM, right, Academy, and then second, the number 1. That's fabulous, right? I mean, really, that's fabulous. And to realize that there's that many living creatures in your backyard, yikes, right? Like, nobody thinks about that. But congratulations, super exciting, and I can't wait to be invited out.
Thank you so much. Again, congratulations to you all being number 1, and just the work and dedication that you put into doing this just supersedes, and we're just so excited for you all. I'm really a little jealous because when I was growing up in school, I didn't have all these type of great things that are going on and happening. So you guys are really doing a great work for our students, and we thank you and appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And I'd just like to add one more thing. You are the reason why we are TPS proud, so thank you. You should be TPS proud too. Congratulations.
All right, let's go get a picture, guys.
Is from Mark Bobo, the Director of Marketing, or I'm sorry, the Director of Member Relations for the Ohio School Boards Association, and he's here tonight with a special presentation.
Good evening, and thank you for allowing me to be here tonight. Can I grab this from the microphone? It's a little low for me. Again, my name is Mark Bobo, and I'm with the Ohio School Board Association, and I'm going to just take just a little bit of liberty. I'll keep this brief. To watch tonight's graduate and to see these young scholars tonight, you know, they say a lot about our children, but this is the reality of the children that we're raising. And so it was so inspiring to be here tonight. Dr. Duran, I got to thank you. I met you back in 2015, 2016 when I was going through my educational program, and this man walks in, TPS proud, and I'm saying, man, from head to toe, and offered me some socks to follow that up with. And over the years, I've watched, you know, Toledo and the growth and the expansion and the great work that's happening here. But to see this firsthand tonight, just made my heart feel good. And just thank you to each of you who are involved with this for continuing to make opportunities for our children to make a difference in this world. So thank you all for that. All right, back to the script. I'm here tonight to honor the work of Mr. Randall Parker. We are, as the Ohio School Board Association, our mission is to serve Ohio's public school board members in the diverse districts they represent. And as a member-driven association, OSBA's mission would not be accomplished without the work of dedicated members who serve as leaders of the organization. We do realize that being a school board member can be a full-time job, and taking on additional responsibility, serving at the state level, is a significant additional commitment. And tonight, I'm here to recognize and thank one of our valued leaders of our association, Mr. Randall Parker III, for his service as a member of the OSBA's 2023 Board of Trustees. Not only does he lead the association as a trustee, but he also serves as a member of the association's Northwest Region Executive Committee, a group that collectively assists this region's initiatives and activities. Mr. Parker, in recognition and appreciation of your service as a member of OSBA's Board of Trustees, I'd like to present you with this plaque which states, Randall Parker III is hereby recognized by the Ohio School Board Association for outstanding service as a member of the OSBA's Board of Trustees. Again, Mr. Parker, we sincerely thank you and appreciate you for your hard work. Let's give him a round of applause. Wow. Yes, sir. Thank you. We certainly appreciate your leadership and your hard work. And we also understand and value that his leadership does not happen in a vacuum, but there's a supportive school board behind him that allows him to lead effectively and make a difference for statewide. So we want to honor tonight Toledo Public Schools Board of Education for your support of Mr. Parker and his work. And thank you all for being, I have to say it, you all here at Toledo Public have two of the most outstanding advocates for public education in Bob Vasquez and Chris Varwick. Certainly she serves as our president. We duly honor her for that. But beyond serving in those roles, both, if I can say Bob and Chris, have so been advocates for public education for a very long time. And we thank you all for your continued advocacy, your voice, your support. It's making a difference, and we stand with you and thank you all for that support. So let's give them a round of applause as well. Put this in both of you all's hands. And lastly, I would be remiss if I did not remind each of us that Capital Conference 2023 is coming up, is right around the corner, and I look forward to seeing each of you there. Again, if there's anything that we can do at OSBA to be of more assistance to you all in the entire district, we stand ready to do that. Again, thank you for allowing me to be here tonight. I am TPS proud. I live nowhere near Toledo, but I'm TPS proud myself. Thank you all for allowing me to be here, and I appreciate this opportunity.
Picture, please.
All right, my last presentation tonight is to congratulate our retirees. That would be with Ms. Lori Fetzka. She's an art teacher at Burndale, and she's retiring with 30 years of service. Christina Barber, storekeeper with food service, 32 years and 1 month of service. Vonda Smith, she's a third grade teacher at Garfield with 36 years and 5 months of service, for a total of 98 years and 6 months of service to Toledo Public Schools.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mazur. We will now move to section 3, community comments, and we see that there is none at this time. So we will go to section 4, which is our organizational input, and I don't see any representatives here at this time either. And so then we'll go to section 5, which is comments by the board.
My only comment, we made comments as we went along, which I kind of think maybe we might want to change the format a little bit so we could do that, because just something to consider, okay? But you're still here, Mr. Parker, so I'll make my comments, congratulate you and everything, and well-deserved, and appreciate your leadership, appreciate all the time that you spend both here in Toledo and in Columbus, and helping Ohio School Board Association, so.
Well, first I want to thank the Old West End Academy students for the mission and vision. That is fabulous. Love to see it, especially because I'm so excited we have a new one of each. And then, of course, all of our students here tonight, again, Mark hits it right on the head there. We are TPS proud. This is inspiring to see what they're creating at the STEM academies. So we obviously need to look at maybe doing some more of those, right? And then Randall Parker, you know, I am so proud of you for stepping into a position within OSBA. Obviously, you know what, we are kindred spirits, being parents within the district, and it means something when you take that extra step and go the extra mile to be part of a statewide organization that impacts public ed across the state, not just here locally at home. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for being available and willing to step into that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vasquez and Ms. Barwick. And again, thank you to our Old West End Academy students for the mission and the vision, and Chase STEM Academy and Hawkins STEM Academy for their awesome presentations. And it takes a lot for me to be speechless. And I just want to thank you, President Barwick, and to the OSBA and Mark Bobo for the honor. I always believe that if you are to be seen, make sure it's through serving. And so I'm just thankful for this opportunity and this award. And at the end of the day, it's just about serving, and it's about making sure that our students have an advocate all the way around for them to be the best that they're designed to be. So thank you. We will now go to section 6, which is our consent agenda. Agenda items 6.01 through 6.47 are consent agenda items. Board members may request to pull an item from the consent and move to the discussion section of the agenda. Items 6.01 through 6.07 is our Human Resources, Staff Development, and Training Committee. Chair, Polly Taylor Gherkin. Co-Chair, Ms. Sheena Barnes. Items 6.08 through 6.14, Finance and Business Operations Committee. Chair, Bob Vasquez. Co-Chair, Ms. Chris Barwick. Item 6.15 is our Technology Improvements and Process Committee. No meeting this month. Chair, Polly Taylor Gherkin. Co-Chair, myself, Randall Parker. Items 6.16 through 6.17, Board Curriculum, Instruction, and Academic Excellence. Chair, Polly Taylor Gherkin. Co-Chair, Ms. Chris Barwick. Items 6.18 through 6.41, Policy Committee. Chair, Mr. Bob Vasquez. Co-Chair, Ms. Sheena Barnes. Item 6.42, which is Arts, Athletics, and Student Activities Committee. No action items this month. Chair, Mrs. Chris Barwick. Co-Chair, myself, Randall Parker. Items 6.43 through 6.44, Family and Community Engagement Committee. Chair, Mr. Bob Vasquez. Co-Chair, myself, Randall Parker. Item 6.45 through 6.47, approval of board meeting minutes. At this time, I'd like to request a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Vasquez, seconded by Mrs. Varwig. Any discussions? If not, Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Parker.
Yes.
Mrs. Barwick.
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez.
Yes.
Section 7 of the agenda consists of reports and minutes from this month's committee meetings and are just here for information and reference. No action is required, so we can proceed to Section 8 of the agenda, which is discussion items, and we have none for this month. Section 9 Are there any walk-ins this evening? If none, we can proceed to section 10. Section 10 is our early childhood education action items. Chair, myself, Randall Parker, co-chair, Ms. Sheena Barnes. And item 10.01 is the early childhood education action item for this month. Dr. Allen is not here, but we would like to make a motion for 10.01, the LCFC budget revision request, to request a motion to approve the LCFC budget vision request at this time.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Vasquez and seconded by Mrs. Varwood. Any discussions? If not, Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Parker,
Yes.
Mrs. Varwig,
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez.
Yes.
Section 11 of the agenda consists of early childhood education reports and minutes from this month's committee meeting and are just provided for your information and reference. No action is required, so we can proceed to section 12, ECE walk-ins. There are none. Now we're at section 13. We've been moving. So now we'll have comments from our superintendent.
Yes, a few items. Again, great announcement yesterday with the expansion of 7th and 8th. Parents have been sending emails on it. They're excited because they've been asking for it. And so now we have 7 through 12 for all our academies. Again, we've already acknowledged Hawkins STEM Academy. If you didn't get a chance to stop by the Next Step event, we had 6,000 students all over there in attendance for the next step in their career opportunities and advancement. Next year we'll add 5th grade, and we're going to have a day for charter and private schools as well, and recruitment efforts during one of those days as well. Without that said, again, thank and congratulations, Bishop Parker. Make sure that we all recognize that that is Bishop Parker, not Pastor Parker, because he had been ordained at the bishop level. So I just happened to be at his church on Sunday, and he was acting up. He was acting up in the pulpit, Mr. Vasquez, but he gave a great message, a great word, and again, thank you all for what you do, and keep us proud.
Mr. Treasurer.
Congratulations, Randall. The other things I want to talk about tonight, we are still watching House Bill 187 to see what they're going to do with that. But we've noticed it's not any bill yet, but the retirement systems are positioning themselves. In the beginning, it was just STRS, but now it seems like they're all jumping on board to get contributions from the employers increased. So we're monitoring them. We have rough estimates on the amount that it could possibly cost TPS. I believe there was an article in the Blade recently that they did understand that if our cost goes up, it's actually going to get pushed down to the taxpayers eventually by the way schools are funded now. So we're keeping an eye on those, and when we hear more, we'll get you updated on those. So thank you.
Board members, Mr. Vasquez.
Yeah, I just want to thank Dr. Durant for keeping me up to date, because Pastor Parker, I used to call him Pastor, now I got to call him Bishop. So I'm glad I won't make that mistake, Dr. Durant. So thank you. And then the other thing is that I just want to say, Bishop Parker, you really know how to run a meeting.
Thank you, Bishop. You know, it's interesting is that my colleague here is so soft-spoken anytime that I run into him, except at church. And then it's like, wait, what just happened? It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the fire coming out. Again, congratulations to you. I'd also like to congratulate the retirees. 98 years is nothing to sneeze at. We could not do what we're doing without what they do in the field each and every day. So thank you for that. And then just a couple things. One, the Woodward High School celebrated 100 years the other night. It was a fabulous event. There was probably, I don't know, 450 people there that came out, and it was really great to see just the camaraderie and the family atmosphere that Woodward High School continues to celebrate year after year. So congratulations to them. And then, of course, I will turn my attention just briefly to the state and reiterate how vouchers continue to hurt Ohio, and public education matters. It's important. What we saw today is evidence of what can happen in public education, and public taxpayer dollars should be supporting public schools because we're accountable to our taxpayers, unlike the vouchers. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Can I add just one other thing? I just want to say, as I look around the room, Dr. Durant and Mr. Steckschulte, I see all of our staff here who support everything that we do. And we spent a lot of time talking about and congratulating each other. And I just want to tell you how much I appreciate all of you and all the work that you do every day, and that you're even here in this meeting to support us in anything that we need and give us information. And these are many of the people that we depend on, and they are the people who are in our committees. They're the people who give us information, take information, follow up on the information. And the board meeting seems to go fast because of the committee meetings and the things that you all do on an everyday basis. So I feel a little like we're congratulating each other, as we should from time to time, but I look out there and I see all of you, and I know all the good work that you do, and you have a wonderful staff, both of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vasquez, and I absolutely agree with you that this is a team effort, and all the efforts that you all do and make sure through our committees, like Mr. Vasquez says, it helps our board meeting go a little faster, and I'm forever grateful for the input that each of you make into our district as well. Also, let's not forget that November 7th is our general election for the 2023 general election. So please, if you have not early voted, please go out and vote. Everyone, your voice is your vote is your voice. Speak loud. Finally, I have the honor this Thursday of being the keynote speaker for ANSET's National Honor Society induction, and so really excited for the opportunity to share with them as well. Okay? Thank you for allowing me to be president tonight. Thank you. Great meeting. Now we would like to request a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Vasquez, seconded by Mrs. Varwig. Any discussion? If not, Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Parker?
Yes.
Mrs. Marwig?
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez?
Yes.
Thank you all. Have a great evening.